Hello, NAPO community. I'm your president, Mindy Gotting. Welcome to our president's message for May of 2024. I can't believe we're here already this year. But I'm super excited that you're here with me, and I'm very excited about my special guest today. Many of you are familiar with this NAPO member, but I am so pleased to welcome Barry Isaac to the president's message. Hi, Barry.
Hi, Mindy. How are you?
I'm doing well. So, for those of you who don't know Barry, I'm not sure how that's possible, but it might be because Barry officially has retired, although he's still very active with NAPO, and we are lucky to have him at a lot of events in recent days. But Barry, you were president for like 26 years of NAPO.
Feels like it.
Barry was our esteemed leader for many years during a real boom time in the profession. It was back in the early aughts, right?
Yeah, definitely what 2003 to 2007 feels like decades ago. It is decades ago.
Oh, because it was. So you're here today to actually talk about something different. So it's not NAPO presidency, but it is a way that you have really been having a major impact on our profession truly across the globe. So tell us more about your role as our international liaison.
Thank you, Mindy. My role as the international liaison is basically to foster international cooperation and communication between NAPO and professional organizing associations around the world. Um, I promote the value of NAPO membership, participation in NAPO activities, education, and other initiatives that we have to members of the global community. And another key goal I have is to create international awareness for NAPO members and create opportunities for NAPO members to connect with international members around the world. I administer and moderate and encourage participation in the NAPO International Point community. And I also represent NAPO at IFPA meetings 2 or 3 times a year. And I plan and facilitate the International Attendee Roundtable at NAPO Summit.
Okay, so that's a lot. That was a mouthful. So you mentioned IFPOA. So tell everyone who's viewing, what is IFPOA and what is it all about?
Okay, the IFPOA is the International Federation of Professional Organizing Associations. So people aren't members, associations are members of the IFPOA. And it's a forum to foster communication, best practices amongst professional organizing and productivity associations worldwide. Who knew? It's a collaborative effort to elevate our industry globally. The idea of the IFPOA came about in 2005 when I was NAPO president, and it was formally established in 2007 with just 3 associations: NAPO, ICD, and Professional Organizers of Canada. Today, there are 15 member associations representing 13 countries around the world. And these associations work together to increase the visibility of our profession worldwide and to amongst Federation members itself. And to apply for IFPOA membership, an organization must be a national or international professional organizing nonprofit. They need to have been in existence and operating for at least 3 years, and they need to have at least 100 members. And each member association is represented by its president or his or her designate. We meet formally twice a year via Zoom to exchange information, including best practices, association challenges, such as continued member engagement and statistics about our profession. And we also meet informally at various association conferences throughout the year.
And when you're doing your world traveling, you like to check in on those folks too, I know.
Absolutely. I love it.
So, I am so glad you're here today, Barry, because uh, this is an area where you have had such a dramatic impact on our profession and on our association. And you really, from the very beginning, have been on the leading edge of sort of this idea of a global community of organizing and productivity professionals. So I'm just curious to hear from you, like thinking about where you started in 2005 to now we've got 15 associations all over the globe that are meeting, that are sharing ideas, that are supporting each other. What is your vision globally for professional organizing and productivity professionals?
Well, that the recognition of our industry is going to continue to increase worldwide. And the value that we bring as professional organizers and productivity professionals to the marketplace will be noticed. As the IFPOA continues to grow, I believe that collaboration is the key. And that was my hope. I didn't know what the IFPOA was going to really end up doing, but I knew from the very beginning that even though ICD and POC and NAPO, we communicated fine, we were all in the United States. As associations were created, I thought some kind of formal framework needs to exist for us to communicate because we're not all going to know each other and we don't want every association reinventing the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of look at myself as like a proud NAPO grandfather at this point, and I just love what's happening and what's continuing to happen in the IFPOA. Just it makes me realize that I wasn't wrong and that the need for the IFPOA existed.
100%. I mean, it is such an incredible legacy and gift that you've given all of us to have this vision so early on before really anyone else. And so, in addition to idea sharing and getting together for these routine meetings, I know that just a couple years ago, IFPOA sort of launched its first collaborative initiative. So, tell people more about World Organizing Day.
All right. May 20th is World Organizing Day, and I have to say that NAPO did not propose this. And
Yeah.
back when I was thinking about IFPOA, I never dreamed that something like this would come out of it. This concept, this holiday, was actually proposed by Brazil. And World Organizing Day is a global initiative that now was founded by the IFPOA to celebrate the work that organizing and productivity professionals around the world do, but has a twofold objective. It aims to increase public awareness of the benefits of getting organized and highlights the work that we as professionals do to enrich the personal and professional lives of our clients. But it also its aim is to recognize the accomplishments of our clients, the individuals and organizations in which we work that in their efforts to become more organized and productive. So it's like a twofold thing for the organizer as well as
Mhm.
the people that we serve.
I love it. Okay, so how can a NAPO member who's watching this get involved and participate in World Organizing Day? Like, what does that look like?
Okay. Basically, the NAPO Marketing Committee is hard at work
Hmm.
to create materials that NAPO members can use to promote World Organizing Day, similar to the materials that we produce for Get Organized Month. NAPO members can create their own company initiatives to promote World Organizing Day on social media, press releases, blog posts, whatever works for them to promote themselves and the work they do as organizing and productivity professionals. There is a video posted on the NAPO website and will be shown at the end of our call today. And this was created by IFPOA member leaders, which explains the holiday and members of NAPO can use to promote the event.
I have to tell you, Barry, I'm so glad we're going to show the video because the first time I saw the video, I believe it was the Baltimore 2021 conference and or 20 excuse me 2022 conference, and I remember getting chills because when I was watching all of the various representatives from the different countries, and there's the English subtitles, and there's something about it that's very powerful to know that, a lot of times we're so head down, like, oh, I'm doing work in like just this little community. And then we're exposed to NAPO and it's like, oh my gosh, like now we have this national group of people that are all sort of in this, work together. But when you start to think about the impact that all of these professionals are having all over the globe, it's really moving and it's really very exciting to be a part of that. So I just remember getting chills. So anyway,
It gave you chills. It, I cried because
yeah, I
I
mean,
was
that's
just
exactly it. It's just,
so happy to
yes.
see my child growing up.
Your grandchild, right?
Yeah, my grand.
Well, I think that, I mean, we've set this up perfectly. So is there anything else, Barry, before we show them the video, is there anything else that you want to share about, getting involved with the global international organizing community for our audience?
Absolutely. One way is that NAPO members can join the International Point community. It's not restricted to international members, and they can interact with international organizers from around the world online, similar to what we do in our NAPO Member Connect. But as a part of the, I don't know how many of you have heard about it, but the NAPO, A World of Connections program, NAPO members are encouraged to contact other professional organizers around the world and collaborate, exchange best practices, and of course, promote the value of membership in NAPO and our robust education program and annual summits. I personally love to travel. That's all I do in my semi retirement. And I love meeting and spending time with people who live in the places I go. I mean, who doesn't? So when I travel internationally, the first thing that I do is I look up and see organizers in the area, whether they're members of NAPO or even if they're not. And if they're not members of NAPO, the way to find them is you just simply Google professional organizers Lisbon, or I'm going to Portugal next, or professional organizer Porto. And I found a bunch of them, and I'm already busy arranging a get together with the organizers. And I kind of look at myself as an unofficial NAPO ambassador, and I
Yeah.
just love to spread the gospel wherever I go. But the benefits of NAPO, A World of Connections, are so many, and it's a win win for everybody. You get to spend time with the local resident. The professional organizer gets to connect with the NAPO colleague. You learn from each other, you share, you collaborate, but you can also get guidance of where should I stay? Where should I eat? Can you
Mhm.
meet me for dinner? And so on and so forth. And it's really easy to do. You just go to the NAPO website. You can go in the members only section. You can do it in the public section. Just search the city and the country, see if there are NAPO organizers. And like I said, if they're not, just Google professional organizers wherever you're going, make the connections, and then most importantly, when you return, post it on the NAPO website in the Member Connect under NAPO World of Connections and put the city and the date, and let us all know the fun traveling you're doing and the organizers you're meeting around the world. And I promise you, it will not only enrich your travel, but it will enrich you as a professional organizer.
Yes. I remember actually, Barry, one of the first times I met you, you were traveling to exotic Richmond, Virginia, and we ended up having dinner
I do remember that.
in the very early days of my career. So I want to thank you, Barry, for I would use the same words. You are truly an ambassador for NAPO and for our profession. And I'm so inspired by the work that you're doing with our international community. So thank you for remaining engaged in a way that supports your fun and retirement, but also supports all of us.
Thank you, Mindy. And it's really my pleasure to do it.
Well, without further ado, then, I did want to just tease. We have talked about having one of our international presidents attend one of these future presidents' videos to talk about trends and things that are going on in her country. I thought that might be really interesting for all of you to hear about. It certainly was interesting for me. And and we will have that coming in the future video. But for right now, I would encourage you to enjoy this World Organizing Day video presented by the member countries of the IFPOA.
20th of May is World Organising Day, celebrating the benefits of being organised across the globe. Did you know that support for organising is provided by associations and professionals around the world? Let's explore together how better organisation can enhance your life.
Você se sente triste ou ansioso em um espaço desorganizado? Um ambiente desorganizado pode gerar estresse e ansiedade, dificulta a localização de itens importantes e afeta negativamente a produtividade e o bem-estar. Vamos manter a organização para aproveitar melhor nossa vida.
你是否为你的生活和工作空间感到气馁和不知所措？整理收纳让你更有条理，增强自信心，赋予你力量和活力。
Are you ashamed and embarrassed? Feeling out of control in your living or working space? Être plus organisé augmente la productivité et la performance, soutenir la santé mentale et le bien-être.
Estrés por la planificación diaria. Con organización consigues más creatividad porque marcas tus metas y las mantienes hasta alcanzarlas.
いつも時間が足りないと感じていませんか？ライフオーガナイザーや片付け収納のスペシャリストがあなたの時間を取り戻し、友人や家族、あなたの大切なことを楽しめるようサポートします。
Heb jij een huishouden met jonge kinderen en worstel je met te veel taken en te veel te doen in te weinig tijd? Door het inschakelen van een professional organizer kun jij de controle terugkrijgen over je leven en je tijd.
Devi affrontare un imminente trasloco. Ti senti confuso e sopraffatto da tutto quello a cui devi pensare? Lavorare con un professional organizer ti aiuta a risparmiare tempo e denaro e supporta la tua famiglia durante tutte le fasi.
您是否因为试图管理您的数位档案或纸张杂乱而感到不知所措呢？专业人士可以帮助您分类、清理，并且提供最适合您的整理系统。
If you are struggling with any of these points, help is on your doorstep. Professionals work around the globe to support and enhance your organization and productivity.
Si vous avez besoin d'aide, il n'y a pas de petits ou de trop grands projets. Tous les professionnels de l'organisation sont vraiment là pour vous aider, vous accompagner, vous conseiller dans tous vos projets d'organisation et gagner en productivité.
Riippumatta missä päin maailmaa asut tai mitä kieltä puhut, järjestämiseen on saatavilla apua henkilökohtaisesti paikan päällä tai etäpalveluna.
Så vänta nu inte längre utan se till att få det stöd du behöver genom att hitta en professionell ordningskonsult i ditt område.
World Organizing Day promotes the professionals who can support you with better organization. Without judgment, without blame, we simply help. Click the link below for more information.
안녕하십니까?